Well, hi there. Welcome to Henry & Peters in Tyler, Texas. I'm Thomas Neuhoff, and this is Linda Cooper. And we wanted to just spend a few minutes with you today chatting about some of the new things that you need to be aware of as we're kind of entering this new post-shelter-in-place environment where businesses are opening their doors to customers, to their employees to come back into the workplace. And so as these things start to develop and things are changing, there are a few mandates and also a few relief provisions that businesses need to be informed of and stay up to date on. And so can you tell us a little bit about some of the mandates on businesses in regards to paying their employees in this kind of post opening back up environment?
You bet. So the biggest one is the FMLA and sick pay that employers are required to pay their employees if they're not able to return to work. And the reasons that they would pay them is because either they are sick and they've been diagnosed with the COVID-19, or they have a family member, or some of those things that we've been talked about before, but that they can't come back to work because they've been quarantined, or their children still don't have daycare or childcare and they have to stay home with their small children. So for those reasons, the employers are still required to pay their employees.
Okay, so those are some of the mandates that employers need to be aware of. What about some of the relief provisions and other assistance that's been provided?
So those FMLA and sick pay that I was just talking about, they can get immediate relief from the government for those expenses that are related to that. So they can get a credit on their payroll tax deposits that they're making, so they immediately get that money back. Secondly, if they need to, they can defer their employer payroll taxes to 2021 and 2022. The PPP loan is still available if they would like to apply for that. A lot of people already have, but there is funding still available if they are interested in that. And lastly, one of the other things that people don't realize is if you offer to bring back an employee and they're not able to come back, and it could be for one of the reasons that are qualified, or they may just choose not to come back, but that needs to be reported to the Texas Workforce Commission.
Okay. And so any tips or recommendations that you would have for small businesses as they enter this new environment?
Yeah. My biggest key to anyone is to have good record keeping. Take good notes, keep receipts for anything that they've paid for that's related to the COVID-19 or any expenses that they have, but keep those invoices and receipts, or keep good notes as to why they had some detriment from the COVID-19, or any of those kind of things, that anything related to it that they might want to refer back to later on for record keeping.
And so in summary, I think as people start to open businesses back up and operations begin to get back into full swing, just keep in mind some of the mandates under the FMLA and the sick pay. Keep in mind some of the relief provisions, the Paycheck Protection Program loans, and the deferral of payroll taxes. And then also keep in mind that some of the record keeping there is very important, especially as things continue to just change on what seems like a day-by-day basis with the Paycheck Protection Program loan in particular. And we're updating you constantly on this information at henrypeters.com, and we would encourage you to check out that resource as it is helpful to you. Thank you so much.